Hi family, welcome back and thanks for coming back. Remember when I mentioned an updated Vaseline mix in my last video? I mean the one I have finally settled on. Well, here it is. This recipe is very easy to make. It is very gentle, very soft, and it's growth supportive. It has become a perfect companion for my hair care journey, and it might just become yours as well. Well, we'll be needing quite a few ingredients and I'll be introducing them as we go. Please continue watching. Keep in mind that this update is as a result of the many lessons that I kept learning from using Vaseline on my hair. And one of such lessons is that Vaseline is quite heavy on its own and it's hard to wash out. But when mixed with an oil, it becomes lighter and easier to wash out, yet very effective in playing its role as a great sealant. Therefore, we'll start this recipe by making an oil, and I carefully selected these ingredients based on their effectiveness, availability, and the needs of my hair. So if you don't have all these ingredients, you can replace them with what you have. So to make the oil, I used cloves, which I crushed before using. Then I used rosemary leaves, dry rosemary leaves. Then I also made use of neem powder. The powder is not very fine because I ground it myself. And finally, I made use of moringa powder. Then we need a carrier oil, and the one I used is olive. You can use any one that you have. I'm not going to add so much of the oil because I need the oil to be very concentrated. After adding the oil to the herbs, I'm going to mix it, then I will heat it in a double boiler for about 15 to 20 minutes. For this particular recipe, I made the oil in the evening, then left it overnight to infuse more. And the next day, I strained and continued with the recipe. At this moment, this oil did not particularly smell nice, so I added a tablespoon of castor oil, not for the smell though. Then I added a few essential oils. I added rosemary essential oil, I added tea tree and peppermint essential oil. That's how the oil started smelling nice. Now that we have the oil, we'll set that aside and then continue with other ingredients. When I first mixed Vaseline for my hair, I never added most of the stuff you see me adding now, like shea butter. But subsequently, when I added shea butter to the mix, it gave me a softer, smoother, and more soothing feel. Then I never stopped adding it again. So yeah, I'm adding a tablespoon of shea butter and a tablespoon of Vaseline. Then I'm going to melt the two together in a double boiler. You think you see yourself there now? Wonder what's beyond your sight. After melting the Vaseline and shea butter, I add blue magic grease to it. Now adding blue magic grease will sound like we are making grease cocktail, but believe me, it is an absolutely worthy grease cocktail that I have come to love even more than the grease that I buy. So this blue magic grease is softer and smoother, and you absolutely feel the effect on the final product, especially on the ends of your hair. In the last video that I published before this one, I mentioned that I only started using Vaseline on my hair because I had run out of hair grease. And honestly, I've come to love this Vaseline mix even more than the grease that I buy. However, if you're working on a very tight budget, forget about the Blue Magic grease. I'm going to tell you what else to use. And now it's time to add the oil we made. This oil is very potent and is going to help fortify the grease. It is great for the scalp and also for the length of the hair. Remember the neem powder? Let's garnish this grease a bit. And now here's where the scalp magic happens with sulfur 8 and also dermatol. So sulfur 8 helps to relieve itching, flaking and scalp soreness. It is known for encouraging healthy hair growth by keeping the scalp clean and stimulated. So if your budget is tight, like I mentioned earlier, for Blue Magic grease, then please get sulfur 8. It is common and it is cheaper. Dermatol is that little secret that older generations knew. It is antifungal, antibacterial and also very soothing, especially if you have bumps, soreness and a flaky scalp. Now this is not an overnight miracle, but with consistent use, you'll see stronger, more moisturized hair, especially at the ends. If you have also had slow growth because of scratching or dry flakes, then you'll definitely notice your scalp calming down within days of using this mix. After mixing thoroughly, put your grease in a clean container. It is going to tighten up a little bit with time if you leave it at room temperature, or you could also put it in the fridge to tighten up or solidify faster, but it's okay if you just leave it at room temperature. I've made my routine in such a way that I use grease on my hair just once in a week. That is after moisturizing my hair, except my scalp is itchy or flaky. Then I take a small amount on my fingertips and then I gently massage it into the area that needs it. A little goes a long way. So I only use this to seal moisture in my hair after moisturizing my hair, and I pay particular attention to the ends of my hair, most especially when I do braids or twist. This particular b-roll you see was shot 2 days after my wash day, so my hair is not very dry. I'm just making sure that my scalp and the ends of my hair are really hydrated before I seal that with the grease that we just made. I will not stop telling you that Vaseline or any form of grease will not moisturize your hair, but it's going to seal moisture in your hair. So it will seal what is in there, the moisture that is in your hair. You have to hydrate your hair with water or any liquid first, go in with a leave-in conditioner, then you use that grease to seal the moisture in your hair. That way it's going to reap the benefits for which we made the thing. It's going to make your hair softer and it's going to make your hair more manageable. It's going to help keep the ends of your hair moisturized, and it's going to limit breakage, so you'll be able to retain the length that you grew. Not just the ends of your hair, but it's going to keep your entire hair and scalp moisturized for a longer period of time. Like I mentioned earlier, this mix has been my hair's companion, and it's likely going to be a lifesaver if your scalp is acting up or if your ends just refuse to stay moisturized. Just remember not to overdo it. Now, if you don't have a clarifying shampoo and you want to know how to wash or remove Vaseline or any other grease from your hair without damaging your hair, make sure you subscribe to my channel and anticipate my next video. Alright family, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you have other observations or comments or queries or questions, Please feel free to leave it in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer you. I will see you in the next video. Bye.